Hello, welcome students. Once again, welcome back to the mechanics paper. So this is module number 8, and as you know, last class we have studied about average energy of a damped harmonic oscillator, and we got the expression for average energy that is shown in the screen. You can see half m omega 0 square a0 square e raised to minus 2 gamma t. Okay. This is the average energy expression. And in a damped oscillator, we know energy decreases every instant. So there is a concept called power loss. Power loss per second. Okay, that is given by d by dt of E, and rate of decrease of energy, that is what minus. So we got the expression for rate of dissipation of energy, that is called power. That was 2 gamma into E. Okay. These were the three expressions we got last time. Okay. Today what we will study is, we will study about what is called quality factor. This is something related to power loss. In fact, we know initially oscillator possesses some energy, say maximum energy. And as the oscillation progresses, some resistive forces come into action. As a result, energy gets dissipated. So amplitude decreases, so energy also decreases. So at every instant, the energy is decreasing. So we say that we represent that energy loss using a term called quality factor. Actually, quality factor is a measure of how much energy is lost from an oscillator per unit time, or also represented in unit radian. Okay, per radian. So okay, oscillation is sort of a measurement can be done in terms of radian or omega. Understand? So it is a measure of energy loss from a given oscillator. Okay. Actually, mathematically say it is the ratio between total energy of an oscillator to the total energy lost per cycle or radian. Okay, it's a ratio between total energy divided by energy loss per cycle or energy loss per radian. Okay, so we get a measure of how much energy lost. If energy loss per cycle is less, Q will be high. If energy loss per cycle is less, then Q will, suppose energy loss per cycle is less, Q will be very high. And if in case the energy loss per cycle is very low, then Q will be automatically high. So Q is a measure of how much energy lost from the oscillator per unit time. And energy loss definitely depends on the resistive force existing or the medium's viscous force, like that. Okay, and you can represent it as Q is equal to total energy stored in the oscillator divided by energy dissipated per radian. Okay, that's a technical definition of quality factor. So by dissipation, what we mean? We mean that energy lost during the time the system oscillates through 1 radian. Okay, total one cycle contains 2 pi radian. Okay, in one cycle there are 2 pi radian. So 1 radian means 1 by 2 pi. Understand? So we say that we know, okay, in one period the system oscillates by 2 pi radian. Understand? In one period system oscillates through 2 pi radian. So in 1 radian you can see it will oscillate by 2t by 2 pi radian. Understand? Or in other words, you can say 2 pi radian is equal to t seconds. Understand? Or 1 radian is equal to t by 2 pi seconds. So we can say energy lost per t by 2 pi seconds is the energy lost per radian. Energy lost per radian is equal to energy lost per t by 2 pi seconds of a oscillator. I hope the idea is clear. Once again I am repeating, energy lost per radian of a oscillator is equal to energy lost per t by 2 pi seconds. Okay. So now let us proceed. Already we have shown that Q is equal to total energy stored in the oscillator divided by energy dissipated per radian. So we already derived total energy of the oscillator is equal to average energy is equal to half m omega 0 square a 0 square e raised to minus 2 gamma t. And total energy dissipated per unit time is given by this P notation, average of P. And P already we have shown that P is equal to 2 gamma into in the previous slide you can see P 2 gamma into. Okay, so this is the energy loss in 1 second. Understand? This is the energy loss in 1 second. So energy lost in t seconds will be P into T. Energy lost in 1 second is P, then energy lost in t seconds will be P into T. And you know this is equal to 2 pi radian. So you can write energy lost in 2 pi radian is P into T. Okay, these two sentences are same. T seconds is equal to 2 pi radian. Okay, T means 2 pi, 360 degree, 360 degree. 2 pi radian is 360 degree. Okay, so in 2 pi radian, P into T energy is lost. So in 1 radian, we can write energy loss will be P into T by 2 pi. Why do we make this? Because we should know the denominator. Denominator is energy dissipated per radian. So this is given as energy dissipated per radian. And total energy we have already expression E. Okay. So now let us substitute these values. Let's substitute the values. Q is equal to total energy divided by energy loss per radian. Numerator and denominator we already defined. Okay. And we also know P is equal to 2 gamma into E. Already know. So let's remove the P and substitute this 2 gamma into E. So we get Q is equal to E divided by, we remove the P and substitute 2 gamma into T by 2 pi. Okay. So this 2 pi can be taken up. So 2 pi will come here. So 2 pi into E by 2 gamma into E into T. Okay, E is the average energy of the damped harmonic oscillator. So this is obviously what 2 gamma into E is P. Okay. So now you can define quality factor as. Once again we are redefining quality factor. Quality factor can also be defined as 2 pi times. Okay, just we are reading the equation. 2 pi times the ratio of the energy, total energy stored in the oscillator to the energy lost per cycle. Okay, you see the difference. P into T is the energy lost per cycle or energy lost per one period. Okay, we redefine quality factor. Our previous definition and current definition are identical, no difference. Physically they are the same. Okay, you can use any one of the definition to define quality factor. Okay, Q is equal to 2 pi into E by P into T. Okay, let's again proceed. We have the expression for quality factor already, and here you can cancel 2. Okay, E you can cancel. So what is left is pi into 1 by gamma T. Okay, and period T is already known to us, that is 2 pi by omega. So you can remove the capital T and substitute 2 pi by omega. Okay, so you can now write how pi cancel, inverting omega to the numerator, you get now quality factor Q is equal to omega by 2 gamma, omega divided by 2 gamma. Okay, this is obvious from the equations. And omega by 2 gamma you can write in terms of relaxation time tau. You have seen that in energy description, tau is defined as the time taken to decrease the energy by 1 by E times the original energy. E is equal to E0 by E. Okay, the time taken for that is called relaxation time, and we have seen that is equal to tau is equal to 1 by 2 gamma. So you can input here. So what we get, Q is equal to omega into tau. Okay. So omega is radian per second and tau is seconds. So that shows that quality factor is a dimensionless quantity. Dimensionless quantity because omega is radian per second, tau is second, so second cancel. So say q is a dimensionless quantity, and if q is higher for a oscillator, what does it mean? That means that its damping factor is very small. If damping factor is very small, q will be very high. And if damping is zero, if there is no damping experienced by a oscillator, then it will be undamped oscillator, then its q will be infinity, because the denominator is zero means automatically q becomes infinitely high. That is why it becomes infinite. And in case of low damping, you know that omega automatically become omega 0. So hence what we can write? We can write the previous equation q is equal to omega tau as q is equal to omega 0 tau. Okay, from the obvious reason, omega become, because you know omega is equal to omega square root of omega 0 square minus gamma square. Since gamma becomes 0 means omega automatically become omega 0. That is why it become omega 0 t. Actually, this Q factor has so many applications in technology in different areas of physics and technology. You know, innumerable number of applications are there for quality factor. Let us point out certain few instances. For electronic oscillators, okay, you know, electronic oscillators are there. Many oscillating circuits are there where Q factor is very important. Okay, because energy will be lost during the current when it passes through the wires, circuits, capacitors, inductors, etc. There may be some losses. So Q factor is important for an electronic oscillator. Another area is acoustical system. For example, in musical instruments like percussion instruments or string instruments, where again due to so many mechanical frictions, energy may be lost. Again, you can define a Q factor for such instruments like drums, tabla, okay, organs, so many musical instruments, or it can be for any type of violin, piano. Okay, where also this quality factor is very important in deciding the performance or efficiency of a musical instrument. In case of optical system, again, so many cavity resonators are there. One example is the laser. You know, in laser, there is a laser cavity where you are exciting optical oscillations, and it acts like a tank circuit that will be giving you optical oscillation or optical wave. Okay, that is called a laser beam. So where again this quality factor is very important in, because there will be many losses inside the medium. Okay, that losses has to be minimized to get the efficient lasing action. So that is another area. And in magnetic system, again, you can point out a few factor, for example, induction coil. And you have many other mechanical systems, as I mentioned in one of the previous module, about vehicles carrying spring systems, where it is usually put in, submerged in certain brake fluid or spring fluids, where friction is very important in, and minimizing friction is important. So Q factor has a role to be played in many machineries. Okay, another area. Okay, and here some examples are quoted for an for example, atom. Inside atom, you know, there are nucleonic particles like proton, neutron, etc. They are also under constant vibration. You know, constant vibration. The quality factor of nucleon vibrations are usually very high. You can see 10 raised to 8. That means they can vibrate for infinitely long time. Infinitely long time. That is what 10 raised to 8 indicates. You can compare it with a violin string. For example, for a violin string, comparatively low quality factor of the order of 10 raised to 3 is there. So that will enable you to compare the efficiency of an atom. The vibration is so longly persisting. Okay, 10 raised to 8 is an indicate that the vibration existing inside an atom is persisting for long time compared to that of the violin. Okay, so this way, this quality factor has a lot of implication in many technological areas. Okay, so this slide simply throw light to some of the aspects, some of the important real life aspects of quality factor. I hope the ideas are clear. So now let us move on to the assignment part. We have a question here. The quality factor of a tuning fork of frequency 256 Hz is 10⁻�3. Calculate the time in which the energy is reduced to 1 by e of the maximum energy. So you are asked to find out the tau value of tau. Already we have defined the tau, and we know quality factor Q is equal to omega by 2 gamma. Here omega is given indirectly as frequency. Frequency can be converted to omega with simple equations. Of course, the quality Q is given, so gamma can be obviously found. And once your gamma is obtained, tau, the relaxation time can be calculated. That is what is asked in the question. You have to find the time taken to reduce the energy to 1 by e of the maximum energy. So that way you can find it. So I hope the idea is clear. You can do this assignment very simply. Here is another question. A spring with mass 0.2 kg attached to which oscillates with frequency 3 Hz. Okay. If its quality factor is 50, find the spring constant and the damping constant. This is also a simple question because spring constant, okay, mass is given, Hertz frequency is given, so you have to find the spring constant K. Okay, quality factor spring constant can be easily found from this equation because the frequency is given, that can be easily translated to omega, no problem. So once K is got, you can easily find gamma. Okay, so hence the Q factor can be found. Actually Q factor is given here, so no problem. You can easily find the damping constant gamma. Okay, so hope the idea is clear. You can do the problem very nicely. Okay, thank you for listening to this video. Of course, whenever you watch the video, you press the subscribe button in the YouTube channel. Okay, and share your comments in the comment box. So with these comments, let us stop. Thank you all of you.